My story is that I sailed all the way through high school, and I wanted to learn to fly something, and ballooning came along and there was an opportunity for me to compete, and I really enjoyed it, and I've never been able to put it down. There are lots of similar skills, I guess, between sailing and hot air ballooning.
Even in the competitions, there are moments where you just look around you and you go, wow, isn't this fantastic? I'm doing something that is a lot of fun. Have a look at where I am. You know, this is great.
I've competed on behalf or represented Australia a number of times, and for a few years I was right up in the top 10 and placed 4th in one Worlds and was a world bronze medalist in 2004. We have a rule book that's been developed over the last 30 or more years. It's used internationally. There are about 20 different tasks that we can get asked to do. Most of them are accuracy based, a couple of them are speed based. What happens nowadays is that balloonists are so accurate in using the winds. Very often we can arrive all within 10 or 20 metres of a target. And so in the old days what used to happen to score, a pilot would land, but of course nowadays you'd end up on top of one another. So a marker with your competition number on it is dropped on top of the target.
I met Paul and I was crewing for him, everywhere, all over the world, and before I knew it I had a student pilot licence in my hands, and I got really involved. I said, this is good fun, but I don't want to do this competition thing. I'm not that competitive really.
We decided fairly early on that there wasn't enough room in my basket for Micah, and she's
two very strong-minded people in one basket.
Pretty forthright in her own opinion of the way something should be done, and so she was very lucky. I had a spare balloon, which of course she learnt to fly, and when I thought she was up to scratch, off she went, and I've never been able to hold her back. So she's here competing for the 4th time as one of the leading ladies, and very competitive. Look, it's a very, as Micah said, it's a very gentle way to fly. It's a very free way to fly. It helps. When we're flying passengers, professionally, it's a great way of crystallising in people's lives things that they haven't seen from or want to see from a new perspective, and it's a fantastic experience, and there's a great deal of pleasure derived from it. So it's a way of taking anybody from very young to very old into a new realm and look at the world from a new perspective, and realise, in fact, it's quite interesting. When I'm flying along, I very often think, well, we are so small in this big place as to be almost insignificant. So yeah, I mean, looking after it's a very important thing. Canowindra is one of the best places in the country for this, if not in the world. The winds we had this morning bore testament to that. What we call steerage, the variability of the winds, particularly in the morning here, is legend. And I know it's the ambition of the town of Canowindra to have this beautiful valley or basin that we're flying in become better known amongst the ballooning fraternity worldwide, and I think that's a fantastic ambition to have. Canowindra really is a great flying site, and a wonderful town. So what better place?